Today, the running mate for MPP, when they went and introduced him to Otumfo, Otumfo said, "Oh, we brought you up because you are part of the Menshia Palace. And we know we brought you up well. But we hear you are arrogant. We hope that you prove people wrong." As soon as he left there, not up to 3 hours, he went and said, "Mokwa Minkruma no." That's your Kwame Nkrumah. That is a very disrespectful thing to say. Eza Ezu Eza Choboya Choboy Choboy. Thank you very much. Let me begin by thanking Togbe for your statements, and to thank you and all our traditional leaders for joining us here this morning for this event. It's not everywhere you go and our fathers and mothers, the Queen Mothers, agree to come and join us for an event like this. So I want to thank you very much, and may God richly bless you. When Togbe read his speech, he spoke about the numerous abandoned projects since NDC left office. Electrification, water, education, road network, all the projects that were ongoing, abandoned. It's not only here in this constituency. It is the same story around the whole country. And it is painful because this government has borrowed more money than any government in the history of Ghana. And so one would have thought that after borrowing more than 600 billion cedis, we will not be talking about Avesco wall today. It should have been done. We will not be talking about the abandoned electrification projects where communities are still sleeping in darkness. If NDC had 650 billion cedis in the 4 years I was president, we would have turned Ghana to Dubai. But they just use the money for consumption. Togbe, let me tell you why your school projects are not going on. It is because when the current running mate to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was the Minister of Education, he was Minister of Education before he went to Health, they floated a bond called Dachi Bond. Before he went to Energy, Education to Energy, they floated a bond called Dachi Bond. And they used it to borrow $1.5 billion. And they said that they were going to use the $1.5 billion to complete all the Get Fund projects that were not going quickly. They were going to use it to finish all the E-block schools and to invest in other educational projects. They took that money, $1.5 billion, and nobody can tell what they used it for. And that is why MPP must leave office, so that we can audit things like this. What was that money used for? Was it misapplied, or it was used for the purpose for which it was taken? And that is why I say NDC will come to office on 7th January 2025. And when we come, we are going to hold everybody accountable. We must know what you did with all that money. You see, in 2016, they came in 2008, and Ghanaians rejected them. They came back again in 2012, and Ghanaians rejected them. So they went and repackaged themselves nicely and branded themselves like they were God-fearing. The battle is the Lord's. And they were humble, going to chop bar, eating with people, eating fufu, pounding fufu. They go to grinding mill and be grinding people's flour. And so Ghanaians said, oh, these are some humble, meek, quiet, respectful, honorable people. And so Ghanaians said, let's give them a chance. And that was the mistake we made. Because they were wolves in sheep clothing. Wolves that had covered themselves with sheepskin. And so Ghanaians thought they were humble lambs, not knowing they were ravenous wolves, waiting to consume the resources that are rightfully for the people of Ghana. But you can't hide arrogance. You can't hide greed. You can't hide dishonesty. They say, if you want to know a person's true character, give him power. After they got the power, we know their true character. Today, the running mate for MPP, when they went and introduced him to Otumfuo, Otumfuo said, oh, we brought you up because you are part of the Menchia Palace. And we know we brought you up well. But we hear you are arrogant. We hope that you prove people wrong. As soon as he left there, not up to 3 hours, he went and said, Mo Kwame Nkrumah no. That's your Kwame Nkrumah. That is a very disrespectful thing to say about the founder of this nation. And especially a founder who is no longer alive. You can insult me because I can respond because I'm alive. But you don't say, in our tradition, you don't say evil things about the dead. You don't disrespect the dead because they are not alive to respond to you. In the past, ghosts were powerful. As he said that Nkrumah's ghost would have knocked him down. But now, the ghosts have all become disarmed. And he can't hide the arrogance. I was just watching a video yesterday, and he was talking about the past president. He said Rawlings, and he said Kufuor, and somehow he even forgot Professor Mills's name. And then he said, Bakuna Awewuno, that one who died. I mean, how can you talk like this? Very disrespectful, very insulting. Bakuna Awewuno, the one who is dead. Arrogance is like pregnancy. Whatever you do, it will come out. And so we know them for who they are. They cannot repackage themselves again because we know that they are wolves in sheep clothing. Ghanaians were tricked once. They were tricked a second time. They will not be tricked a third time. First fool is not a fool because he didn't know. Second fool is not a fool because he didn't know. But third fool and so we will bring NDC back into office so that NDC can continue all the projects that we're doing. Before we left office, what Togbi referred to, the Akachi, Avedakpa, Avevi, Akachi Road. We awarded it on contract. The road was 30% in progress when they came into office. And they abandoned the road. The same thing, Afiedenigba, Agomo, Akachi Road. Also abandoned. All the electrification projects. In NDC time, from Professor Mills to my time, we gave electricity to 261 communities in this area. Since then, nothing. But that's how they are. They come into office, they don't do anything. And it's just sweet talk, sweet talk. We've done more roads than any government in the history of Ghana. The people of this district have not seen any roads. You say you've done 12,000 kilometers of roads. 12,000 kilometers of road. If you go to Kotoka International Airport and you take a plane and you are flying directly to Japan, that is 12,000 kilometers. And yet the president will come and repeat it. 12,000 kilometers of road. Can't you even estimate what 12,000 is? And know that when you go all over the country, the roads are bad. And know that it's not possible for you to have done 12,000 kilometers of road. From here to Japan, by air, you think we will not see those roads in Ghana? But they are used to deceiving the people and saying things, you know, that sound sweet to the ears. They built more airports than any government in history. Look at Aflao Ho Road. This is a very crucial economic road. And look at the condition in which it is. We are looking to create an economic corridor from Aflao to Ho to Hohoi. And the missing link is this Aflao Ho Road. We will build a market, a modern market in Aflao. And that will be Aflao Ashigame. We know we have Lome Ashigame. So it will improve trade between Ghana and Togo. On market days, our people will go to Lome and sell their goods. On market days in Aflao, the Lome people will come to Aflao and come and sell their goods. And so, when I talk about the Aflao Ho Hohoi economic corridor, this road is the missing link. We're going to develop it into a first-class road so that people can buy their goods from Lome Ashigame or Aflao Ashigame. They will transport the goods to Ho Ashigame. Those who are continuing to Hohoi will take the Ho Fume Road, join the Eastern Corridor, and go to Hohoi and go and do their business. That will improve economic activity in that whole corridor. And it will create opportunities for young people to be able to do business and earn money for themselves. NDC is the government that comes and thinks about the people. NPP only waits until elections are coming. And then they come and ask you for your Momo numbers. And then they send you Momo, 500 cedis, in order to buy your conscience to vote for them. Elections are coming. They'll come for your Momo numbers again. When they come, give the Momo numbers to them. And let them send the 500 cedis. And when the 500 cedis comes, chop it. Because it is your money. They have made a lot of money these 8 years. So they can afford to come and share money by Momo. So when it comes, chop it. Because, like I said yesterday, if Yafito come steal your egga and he bring your egga back, no kwelekweji inside. If Yafito come steal your egga, then bring your egga back to you. Kwelekweji melio. And so the election we're going to have is presidential and parliamentary. We will be giving a first ballot paper to vote for the presidential, and we'll be giving another ballot paper to vote for parliamentary. I am standing for NDC for the presidential. And my brother Peter Nochukotwe is standing for the parliamentary election. Peter is one of our experienced parliamentarians, and he has been ranking member of the Committee of Education for so many years, and so he understands the education sector. And so when you vote for JM, you must vote for Peter to come to Parliament so that we can work together to make life better for you. And so I'm going to present him to you so that you return him to Parliament, so that all the things we've talked about, we can work together to make them come to reality for you. And so I'll raise his hand to show that he's the official person who has been accepted and recognized by the NDC party as our parliamentary candidate for this constituency. So on 7th December 2024, when you go to cast your vote, vote for JM and vote for Peter Nochukotwe. Thank you very much.